Hello friends, welcome to Epic Coding. In this lecture, we will learn how to set up an Angular 2 application using Angular CLI. If you have already installed Angular CLI in your system, it is great. But if you have not, then ensure that you have Node.js in your system with version 4 or above. If you have not installed it, you can use this link to download and install the latest version of Node.js. Second thing is Git. Angular CLI provides you option to directly deploy your apps to GitHub pages. So if you have not installed Git in your system, please use this link to download and install it. Last thing would be a text editor. You can choose any text editor as you like, but here are some examples. Now let us open a command prompt with admin privileges preferred and run this command to install Angular CLI in your system globally. As I have already installed it in my system, I would not be installing it again. But if you are following along the video, you can pause the video and continue after installation. Now I assume that all of you must have installed Angular CLI in your system. But to ensure that we have installed it correctly, please run this command. ng version. As you can see, this command tells us the version of Angular CLI installed it in our system. At the time of recording this video, this is the latest version available. Now to create our first Angular 2 application, please run the command ng-new followed by the project name. In my case, I have chosen first project. Hit enter, and this command will not only create the files and folder structure in the current directory, but it will also install all the npm dependencies required to initially run the project. As you can see that it is taking time, so let us wait for it. And if you are following along, you can pause the video and continue after installation. As you can see that our project is created, so let us cd into the project directory and hit command ng-serve. The ng-serve command first compiles our project and by default hosts it at address localhost 4200. But if you have this port reserved for some other application, you can use the same ng-serve command with host and port options and host your Angular 2 application on a different desired port. When you see a message from Webpack that bundle is now valid, it means that you can open this link in a web browser. So let us open this link in a web browser. And congratulations, your first Angular 2 application is up and running. But before moving to video 2 of this series, let us first take a brief look into the file structure created, and I will open into it Visual Studio Code because I prefer this editor. At the root level, as you can see that we have all the config files like Angular CLI JSON, Karma config, package JSON, protractor config, etc. You can also see that we have end-to-end testing folder and an SRC folder. In this video series, we will spend our most of this time inside SRC folder. Let us take a look into the index.html file. Here we can see that we have only one custom directive app root and no script tag is included into index.html file. But we have just seen that our app is up and running. So if no script tag is included here, how our Angular 2 application is running? You can see that even if I refresh the web browser, the app still doesn't break. So if we have not included any script tag inside our index.html file, how is it running? Try to figure it out. I will answer this question in the part 2 of this video. Till then, stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe and like it. Farewell.